Hey Francine, how's Tessa doing today? You did go and visit her, right?
Hey Frank, it's good to hear from you. Tessa was doing totally fine when I was there with her. She's much better after starting on the new medicine regimen the doctors told us about.
Totally fine? What's that supposed to mean? How can she be totally fine in this situation?
No, well, all I mean is that she hasn't gotten any worse. Obviously, her health isn't totally fine, but she is undergoing cancer treatment, so you can hardly expect otherwise. Yeah, I know they're trying to save her life, but chemotherapy really is awful. It's tearing me up to have to see her like this every day. The new medicine they put her on made all of her hair fall out.
Wow, is she upset about it?
Of course she is. She's still in elementary school. And she's a girl. There's no denying it. She was pretty damn shocked and broken up about the whole thing. It's only natural she would be, right? It would be bad enough for an adult who properly understood everything.
She doesn't seem any worse, you say? She didn't seem to be particularly unwell or anything. We should be grateful just for that. We have to take all the victories we can get, no matter how small.
I guess, but to be honest with you, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't painful for me to look at her in that state. Her pillow was covered in hair that had fallen out. She's putting on a brave face and pretending she doesn't care, but I'm her mom, and I can tell she's hurting inside. Couldn't take seeing my little princess like that. I had to get out of there, Frank. I left the ward.
You did what? You knew this would happen, damn it. The doctors told us her hair would start falling out after the chemo started. It's never going to be a pleasant thing to see, but how could you not have been prepared? It's only natural she'd be shocked after losing her hair. What the hell do you think seeing her parents freak out is going to do to her mental state? She's already vulnerable as it is. She needs us now more than ever. And you left her there?
I know that. But it's gonna keep falling out, and quickly too. Before we know it, she won't have any hair left. I can't bear to see her like that. It was horrible.
No, of course it's horrible. But don't get me wrong, babe. I totally understand how you feel. We can't bury our heads in the sand. This is happening, Francine, whether we like it or not. If it's this bad for us, what the hell do you think it's like being Tessa right now?
I understand what you're saying, Frank. Ugh. Oh my God, Frank. How long are we going to have to carry on like this? What did she do to deserve this? Why does our poor daughter have to suffer so senselessly?
Believe me, I'd love to know the answer to those questions myself.
I'm sorry. I never expected myself to get this upset. I think I'm losing my mind. If I start taking things out on you, everything will be totally hopeless.
You're exhausted from being with Tess all the time, right? It must take a lot of mental stress to keep yourself composed, seeing her that way. I haven't been able to get to the hospital due to my crazy work schedule, and believe me, I feel pretty crappy about that. It's fine, Francine. It's not a big deal, really. Don't worry about me.
I'm sorry.
I said don't worry about me. Tessa is more important than me right now.
Right. I wonder if she'll really be okay. I'm relieved she didn't seem any worse physically, aside from the shock of losing her hair, what with starting chemo and all. But it was so awful seeing her all broken up like that.
You headed over to visit her with your mum and dad this weekend, right? I'll join you guys then. Let me try speaking to her. Let's see if her pops can't cheer her up a little.
Right. But you know she hasn't shown much improvement at all since being admitted to the hospital. Don't say anything reckless that might freak her out or my mom out, okay?
Of course I won't. But keep an eye on her for me until then, alright? It's bound to be difficult, but we need to be strong for our daughter's sake. She needs us now more than ever.
Frank, why would you even say something like that? Didn't I tell you not to say anything reckless? My mom and dad are furious. I can't believe you said that to Tessa at all, let alone in front of my parents.
Oh, that's funny, because from where I'm standing, none of what you're doing makes any sense. That's why I said it. I was wondering whether you'd make an absurd overreaction, and lo and behold, you are.
What? This isn't the time to screw around, Frank. Start making sense. Thankfully, Tessa seemed to find your stupid little remark funny, so at least she's not upset, but... What kind of twisted sicko calls their daughter a baldy while she's on chemotherapy? I can't believe you.
Come on, Francine. I didn't put it that bluntly, did I? I worded it more kindly than that, and you know it.
But why would you need to say that in the first place? Heh, looks like you went bald, sweetie. Oh well. And to think you laughed, too. You're sick. Who says, oh well, to their freshly bald, cancer-stricken 6-year-old? Do you understand how much your foolish little remark just hurt our poor daughter? That poor girl, she is fighting cancer, and the last thing she needs is her own dad insulting her.
Poor girl. Give me a break. The only thing upsetting our daughter is your attitude. Is that the way you treat her every time you visit? If I'd have known, I'd have said something earlier. God damn, my boss keeping me at the office does this all the time.
My attitude? What the hell does that mean? All we did was visit her. I don't need to be lectured on how to behave around my own daughter by the prick who just insulted her while she lay in a hospital bed.
Couldn't be more tragically mistaken. Or endlessly piling sympathy on her like she has hours left to live is what you guys call a visit. If that's the case, you and her parents need to stop visiting her immediately. All you're doing is hurting her by constantly reminding her about what she's going through and how unfortunate she is.
You have no right to say that. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to calm my parents down after you left the room? They even told me to divorce you.
Let them say what they like. I don't care. Let me make this clear. You guys are the ones treating her like a pitiful, helpless victim.
What's that supposed to mean?
The way you're all huddled around her, wailing, oh, you poor, poor thing. It almost made me want to vomit. I felt like I was at a funeral. Good luck, sweetie. I mean, really. Randomly interjecting crap like, I know all your hair might have fallen out, but you don't need to worry about that one bit, into conversations about her favourite cartoons. You're supposed to be making her feel better, not worse. Stop screwing around with our daughter's emotions, Francine.
All we're trying to do is stop her being upset. Ugh, what's the point in trying to explain? An insensitive prick like you would never get it.
Insensitive? That's rich coming from you. Are you completely oblivious to how much constantly reminding her she has cancer is hurting her? Why does she need you to bring up the fact she has no hair left every 5 minutes? You treat her like she's in a freaking casket already. It hurts to watch. You treat her like a hopeless victim. You act like you're already at her funeral. All you're doing is upsetting her.
What are you suggesting I should say then? You've got some nerve to come at me with this crap despite you being the one who made mean comments about her hair.
Mean comments? Please, did she even seem remotely upset by what I said? If anything, that's the biggest smile I've seen on her face in weeks. Do you have no idea what that means?
This is pointless. I can't take it anymore. We may as well be banging our heads against a brick wall. I'll be staying at my folks' place tonight. I won't be coming home for a while.
Do as you please. I don't want to see your face anyway.
Hey, Pops. Did you and Mom have a fight?
Hey, Tessa. What's up? What makes you think that?
Well, Mom came to see me today, but she seemed way more down than usual. She looked really angry when I smiled at what you said yesterday.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry, sweetie. Making you worry about me and your mum like this.
It's fine, Pops. You don't have to apologize. But was it bad of me to smile?
No, you didn't do anything wrong at all. Me and your mum just had a little difference of opinion. That's all. We were talking about you.
About me?
Yeah, about you. You know how much we both love you, right?
Yeah, I know that. But why were you fighting then?
How to put it? You see, it's like this, sweetie. Since me and your mum both love and care about you so much, there are things that we feel so strongly about that we simply can't budge on them.
Huh? This is difficult. I don't understand.
Right, of course. Let me ask you this, Tess. Do you like your mum?
Yeah, I love her.
Right? Well, I love her too. But how would you feel if your mummy, who you did love, did something bad to your pops?
I'd get mad and tell her to stop, 'cause I love my pops too. I want all three of us to be friends and get along.
Well, that's how things are between me and your mum right now. We still haven't made friends yet. Which is why I want you to know you're not in the wrong here.
When will you make friends? Right away?
It'd be nice if we could make up right away. But to tell you the truth, I don't know myself either.
Hey, Pops, you know when you said I was bald and laughed? I was happy.
Oh, where did that come from all of a sudden?
Ever since I got sick, Mom and the others have been making me feel so sad all the time. They act like I'm gonna die. I'm not helpless and I'm not gonna die.
That's right, Tessa. You're not. You must hate being treated like that when you're working so hard to get better.
You're the only one who doesn't treat me like some pathetic victim, Pops. That's why I'm super happy you're my Pops.
That's right, sweetie. You're no victim. I just wish everyone else understood that.
Sorry to bother you, Frank. Do you have time to talk right now?
What's up? Is this about yesterday?
Yeah, it's about yesterday. I thought maybe we could try talking things over again.
Look, about that, I said too much myself. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have anything to apologize for, honey. We were the ones in the wrong after all, right?
Hey, what? Are you feeling okay? Am I hallucinating? You were furious with me yesterday.
This evening, I got a call from Tessa. She told me why you got so mad. I think I more or less understand it now.
From Tessa? Wait, she called you about that? Really? I'll see.
She said us fighting was really hard on her. She pretty much ordered us to make up as soon as possible. That's not all. She burst into tears. What the hell are we playing at, Frank?
You're right. Us fighting over what's best for our daughter doesn't really make any sense if us fighting makes our daughter cry now, does it?
Right. That's why I'm sorry. I never stopped to think about why you were angry in the first place. I just reacted.
No, it was wrong of me not to explain too. I kind of just assumed you'd get why I was mad and let the anger take care of the rest. I haven't had my head on straight lately, what with everything that's going on. I guess you could say I'm quick to anger. You're well within your rights to be mad.
Cut it out, Frank. That's my line. I was so intent on things being the way I thought they should be, I never stopped to think about what Tessa herself thought about the way I was treating her, or how she felt about her current situation. I just decided what was best for her by myself based on nothing but assumptions. I realized I clearly wasn't doing her any favors the moment she burst into tears.
Go easy on yourself, babe. It's not like I'm saying everything you did was wrong. It's just that Tessa's fighting this thing with every last fibre of her being. She's like a little super soldier. And the thought of her bravery being reduced to nothing or minimised by being treated like a helpless victim was tearing me up inside.
Yeah, you're right. I see that now. I was closest to her, and I should have known more than anyone how hard she was fighting, but in spite of that, I didn't. How did I not notice, Frank? God, I've been such an idiot!
We both had our hands full, Francine. Don't talk about yourself that way, please. It hurts me to see. Things haven't been easy lately, alright? It's only natural we might act a little crazy sometimes under all this stress. She got hospitalised out of nowhere after all. One day she was going to school like usual, but next she's in a hospital bed on an IV trip being told she had to undergo aggressive life-changing therapy. But all I could ask myself was why her? I think obsessing over that so much made it hard for me to see things straight.
You know our Tessa. She told me she enjoys every single day, even now. Can you believe that? Things should be harder for her than anyone, and yet somehow she's stronger than the both of us put together.
She said she was super happy about everyone visiting her together, you know. Me, you, and your parents. And that's not all of it. This one's really going to shock you. She even said she actually enjoys studying. Apparently she works on her textbooks and printouts from school every day in the hospital ward.
She told me all about how when she gets out of hospital she wants to try out a bunch of new things at school. Volleyball club, piano lessons, fencing. I could barely keep up as she listed off all her new goals. She said she gets excited just thinking about it. I had no idea she had all these plans for the future. No, it's not that I didn't know. Maybe I just didn't try to find out.
It's just like I said, alright? I wasn't seeing things straight, and neither were you. There's no need to go beating yourself up over it. Me and you have been through a lifetime's worth of stress in the last few weeks.
Seeing her after she lost all of her hair like that for the first time, it terrified me so much that I ran out of her room in a panic.
Yeah, I know, babe. I know you did.
She told me she wished I didn't do that. You just laughed it off like it was nothing when you saw her without her hair for the first time, right? She told me what you said. Who needs hair anyway? Hair is for chumps. She said your cheerful spirit made her so happy. She said she wished I treated her more like you did. I was totally blind to what she really needed from me. I really am a failure as a mom.
That's not true, Francine. Don't say things like that.
How is it not true? I know you just said we weren't seeing things straight, but even in spite of that, even in spite of all the stress, all the pain, all the heartache, and all the worry, you still managed to understand how she was feeling and what she wanted, but me? Nope. I failed her. I'm not fit to be a mother.
If you're not fit to be a mother, why'd you get so mad at me?
Because I was making nothing but hasty, superficial judgments. I only reacted to what you were saying instead of why you were saying it. In the end, I was only thinking about myself. I was so obsessed with the idea of being the perfect doting mother that I didn't stop to take the time to consider what our daughter was actually feeling. No, I was downright incapable of it.
So why all the self-reflection and apologies now? If you're really incapable of thinking about what's best for Tessa, what's the point in beating yourself up with regret over what you did? Surely it couldn't be helped given the circumstance.
Stop it, Frank. You know, don't you? You know I can't be the mother our daughter deserves. Stop trying to make me feel better. It just makes me feel more pathetic.
Yeah. Doesn't feel great, does it? I'm glad you understand now. But tell me, Francine, why do you think Tessa was so beside herself with shock when her hair fell out?
Because she's a girl, surely. But then... No, wait. I guess it must have been pretty damn shocking to see me, her own mom, dart out of the hospital room like a bolt of lightning when I saw how different she looked. It was wrong of me to do that, wasn't it?
She said she was upset because she couldn't have the same hairstyle as her mum anymore. It was a shock to her. It made her feel down.
Wait, what?
She was shocked because she loves you, Francine. She loved having the same hairstyle as you. She was sad and down in the dumps because she couldn't anymore after losing her hair. Do you really think someone who says things like that could possibly hate you?
Wow, she said that? Our Tessa said that?
Yeah, sure she did. I just said so, right? But she said that even when she felt sick, she was happy as long as you were there by her bedside to hold her hand. She was so grateful for how you made sure you were always there for her all the time, day in, day out, no matter what.
But I was only there by her bedside. It's not like I really even did anything. I didn't even notice how she was feeling, damn it!
Even just being by her side at such a difficult time is an amazing thing in and of itself, Francine. No matter how bad her symptoms got, no matter how much you wanted to bolt out of that door and never look back, you didn't. You stayed by her side the whole time. Only your mother's capable of that.
But is this really what's best for her? Someone like me being her mom?
Who else is there aside from you? Let me make something. If you talk like this around our girl, she'll burst into tears on you again. She hates the thought of her mum not being around.
Right. Frank, thank you. I am Tessa's mother.
Of course you are. And we're both going to carry on being there for her, forever and ever. We're going to be there for her so much, she'll get frickin' bored of us. Because the three of us are a family. Me, you, and Tessa. After that, me and Francine successfully kissed, made up, just like our amazing daughter wanted. For Francine, the realisation that she'd been blind to how our daughter was feeling for a while tore her up with regret. But once she noticed just how much Tessa loves her, she became more positive and optimistic about the future. If anything, now her and Tessa talk and have fun together more than ever before. They get along so well that anyone would think they were best friends, rather than mum and daughter. What's more, Francine's mum and dad came over to apologise to me after they realised what I really meant by what I said that day. Just like me and Francine, they were so stressed out by everything that was going on that they reacted emotionally, instead of stopping to think what I actually meant. Now there's nothing but good vibes between me and the in-laws. Not many people can say that, right? Yeah. After the events of today's story, me, Francine and Tessa carried on fighting the cancer together for another 2 years. Our strengths as a family must be paying off because her symptoms are finally starting to subside. She finally just got the go-ahead to return to school on the condition that she takes it easy and sits out of gym class for a while. Needless to say, our house is filled with nothing but smiles these days because things are finally starting to look up. There's hope on the horizon, and I am loving it. Don't get me wrong, she's not out of the woods yet, and there's still a small chance her symptoms could return. But one thing's for sure, me and her mum are working hard to give her everything she needs, and I'm praying with everything I've got for that smile never to disappear from her face.
Good morning. It's Nurse Nancy from Main Hospital. Good morning, nurse. Are you texting me because something is wrong with my baby? No, I would have called if that was the case. This matter isn't as urgent. Oh, okay, what is it? A woman presumed to be the actual mother of your child is demanding we change his name to Drew. Excuse me? What does that woman look like? That's my mother-in-law. I figured it was her. She had visited you during labor. I just wanted to let you know I have been denying her and turning her away, but she will not listen. I said I would have to contact you, and she yelled at me, so I had to text you all this instead. She believes I'm texting my supervisor for approval for the name change. She's insane! Thank you for notifying me, Nancy. No problem. I hope all goes well for you. Mrs. Reinhardt! What do you want, dear? I've known you for 2 years and never knew you were this deceptive. Excuse me. Mind your tone, Rue. My nurse notified me of your actions. Do you really think it's okay to sneak behind your daughter-in-law's back to change her son's name? I won't be scolded by someone like you. I suggest you remove yourself off my phone. I gave birth only 3 days ago. Why try to interfere with my son's life? Goodbye, Rue.
Rue, my mother complained you spoke to her in a rude tone earlier.
John, not now. I'm dealing with the baby.
I understand that, and I know everything is really hard after labor, but try to keep your head level when speaking with my mom, please.
I don't even want to argue or explain.
Explain what?
Nothing, John. I got it. Goodbye.
Bye?
I saw your recent post.
Okay.
Do you think it's okay to bash me online? All I said was mothers in this generation are so incompetent. Did you forget that part where you said and bad at names? You're 40 talking like this. Grow up. You were kind to me before my pregnancy, but now you act so shady towards me. Enough with your nonsense. You're talking out of your ass at this point. I want to get along with you because you are the grandmother of my child. So please, stop with your behavior.
Rue, I'm coming home immediately.
What's happening, love? Is something wrong?
Yes, you are what's wrong.
Me? How? What did I do?
My mother told me she came over today and you got mad at her for coming, so you threw all of our son's clothes and toy away.
What? I would never do such a thing. What happened was your mother came up unannounced and left 5 minutes later. Now that I'm looking around the house, all the toys and all his clothes are gone. Your mother took away our son's belongings.
Your reverse psychology won't work. Don't try to pin this on my mother. I'm almost home, and when I arrive, don't attempt to speak with me. I'm so infuriated with you. I'll be sleeping in my son's room tonight.
John, there's not even a bed in there for you to lay on.
Well, at the moment, I'd rather sleep on the ground than beside you. Goodbye.
John, please calm down. John? Congrats, Kiara. How did it feel lying to your own son and throwing away your grandson's belongings? Have you lost your mind? I don't know what you're talking about. If I ever catch you doing some bullcrap like this again, I won't hesitate to ban you from my house. I don't know what you're talking about. You better watch yourself. Stop trying to blame your wickedness on me. What type of parent throws away their child's clothes and toys? Sounds like abuse to me. Don't go there. Just calling it how I see it. I'll be off to buy my grandson some new clothes and toys. Bye-bye.
Rue, me and my mother talked and we both decided it was okay for her to move in.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry, but after the incident with the toys and clothes, this should be the best. She'll be moving in probably within a week.
This is a joke, right?
I love you, Rue, I truly do. But the woman I fell in love with wouldn't have done something like that.
That's because I did not. Why would I help you buy his stuff then throw it away the next day? I already feel so much stress and pressure from after the birth. I have no business to go out of my way to do something like that. What do I have to do to make you believe me?
I'm sorry, Rue.
Is that all you have to say?
I'll have her stay a month max, okay?
No, not okay.
She should also help you with all your stress. She understands what it's like after pregnancy.
My opinion obviously doesn't matter to you. I don't care.
I'll be home in a few hours. I'll bring you your favorite Chinese food. Bye, my love.
2 days later. Is that my ex? It is, but it's also you beside him. It's you two sitting in a coffee shop together. Huh? When was this photo even taken? Today. I've been home all day, and I haven't seen my ex since 2 years ago. That's clearly you in the photo. No, it's not. It's a girl that looks like me. Suppose I were to show this photo to John, how would you think he'd react? I see, you're trying to blackmail me. The problem is that I have been here all day. Do you have proof of that? You're genuinely insane. If I send this photo to him, it will destroy your marriage and trust, especially after you betrayed his trust throwing away his son's belongings. Luckily, his grandma bought him new clothes and toys. Why are you doing this? Before I had my son, you were so kind to me. You bought me food, clothes, and helped us decorate our new house. What changed? I'll be moving into the house in a few days. You need to listen to everything I tell you, otherwise I will send a picture to John. Am I clear? Yes.
Thank you for getting along with my mom. I know these past few days were a little hectic with her moving in, but you handled it well.
Yeah.
What's wrong, love? You've been kinda distant lately.
It's nothing. I have to help your mom feed the baby now.
Well, okay then. I'll bring home food tonight.
Okay. I know you're out right now, but I accidentally broke the baby's crib while trying to lay it. Why would you even attempt that? Just so I could sleep with my grandson. You realized you could suffocate a child at that age by doing that. Chill. I only told you this because you will be telling John that you broke it. Are you serious? Yes, I am, and you better go along with everything I say. She got really mad and decided to break his crib. I am a mother now, and now I feel this overprotective instinct for my child. I promise you, Kiara, that you won't get away with this. Watch me. I'll watch you tonight. Matter of fact, we will watch you. We? Yeah, buy some popcorn too. We'll be watching a movie tonight.
A movie too? Score!
I know you're out right now, but I accidentally broke the baby's crib while trying to lay it. Why would you even attempt that? Just so I could sleep with my grandson. You realized you could suffocate a child at that age by doing that. Chill. I only told you this because you will be telling John that you broke it. Are you serious? Yes, I am, and you better go along with everything I say. She got really mad and decided to break his crib. I am a mother now, and now I feel this overprotective instinct for my child. I promise you, Kiara, that you won't get away with this. Watch me. I'll watch you tonight. Matter of fact, we will watch you. We? Yeah, buy some popcorn too. We'll be watching a movie tonight.
A movie too? Score!
You will never hear the end of me. Oh, really? That's too bad. Made my own son put me out? Cry me a river. I didn't know you set up cameras in your house, so you film me without consent. That's against the law. Can it, Karen? You're genuinely pissing me off right now. You have some audacity, Rue. Try to play everything cool like the conniving manipulator you are. You help set up the food on the table, popcorn for everyone, then you play video clips of me to show to John. You show clips of the crib I broke. Then you show me yelling at you, then you show the clip of me threatening to blackmail you. You were planning to expose me from the beginning. I also had Nurse Nancy send a voicemail to him about you trying to change my son's name. This whole time you've been lying to your son about this and that, saying all this bullcrap was me. What you expect? Like I said, I'm a mother now. You can't mess with me and my child and expect to come out unscathed. Huh, you're done for. That's all I have to say. Cool. In the meantime, I hope you find comfort in your own home while I shop for new clothes from my baby boy. Watch yourself, Rue. Thanks again, Nancy. You really pulled through for this one. I don't like seeing my patients distressed, so when you called me 2 days ago in a frantic, I had to help. Definitely rating the hospital 5 stars now. Can I also repay you by stopping by the hospital with food? You did me an incredible favor. How can I say no to food? You can come around 5 today. Gotcha. Whatever stressful situation you're in, I hope you get yourself out. I did, don't worry. I'm always one phone call away, okay? Even if I'm in the middle of surgery. Got it.
My mother said she left something at the house and would like to come back to get it. But I don't want to make the same mistake as before, so what do you say?
No. I can find it for her and then leave it outside.
I told her what you said and she called me crying saying that can't happen.
What in the world? Does she have drugs on her or something?
She won't tell me what she has.
This is so stupid. Fine, she can come over, but only once you get home.
Okay, got it. Telling her right now. Ed Rue? I'm so sorry, I truly am.
John, you already apologized after dinner, then you woke me in my sleep to apologize, and you apologized again this morning. What's done is already done, John.
I just feel so much sympathy for her because my dad ended up leaving her after me since she couldn't have any more kids, and I thought all she had was baby fever.
That's why she had such a strong fixation on her son.
So when you told me she would do things to our son, I couldn't believe it.
I get it, John. Get back to work.
Okay, I'll make dinner tonight.
No.
Why not?
No. John is coming home in about an hour. Don't try to pull no funny bullshit. I won't. Yeah, I know you won't. I have a taser on me and a paper spray. You telling me this for what? I am a woman in her late 40s. Give me a break. I'm just trying to let you know what's up. Bye.
So...
No. I knew you would do this. In person, you can argue well, but over text, you can.
Mom wants to formally apologize by inviting us to dinner. I think we should go.
I feel so sorry for my past self because little did she know I married an idiot, an imbecile, a pushover.
Rue, don't be so mean.
I've been nice this whole time. Perhaps I should be mean. Not to mention this little thing she lost was a singular sock that I think belonged to me. But hey, who's going over details here?
Please, just this last thing.
If we end up going tonight and your mother pulls something on us, we will be separating. Do you want to risk that chance?
I took some time to think, and yes, I'll take the chance. I'm just as bad as you are, Rue, and my mother and myself. But if we can become one whole family for our son by going to this dinner, I want to give it a shot.
John, whatever. She asked us to go around 7 today, right?
Yeah, thank you so much. You won't regret it.
I don't know about all that. Nancy, can I borrow you for a second? Yes, what may I help you with? Yes, do you mind if I call you? Of course, I don't mind.
This will not be the last time you hear from me, Rue Francois.
Using my maiden name already?
Wait, are you pressing charges?
Of course I am!
No, wait, please, I'm sorry.
Sorry, can't cut it this time, boo. You set up on this nice dinner, tell us you will pay, and as soon as John goes to the bathroom, you snatch my son from his stroller and attempt to run away with your car. But I knew you would try something.
Think you're so clever, huh?
I am, so make sure you're ready for court. I'd find a good lawyer if I were you.
I never liked you from the start. I considered you nothing less than a baby factory to foster a child for me. Drew is my son.
So you want to scream that out loud again? Didn't you say it enough back at the restaurant? All the toys and the clothes you bought him are at the donation spot in the city. You really try to sneak your way to become my son's mother. Good day, Kiara.
Damn you. Damn my son and that damn nurse. I promised to grab my belongings in the morning.
Our house has 2 floors. I told you that you could have the bottom floor to yourself and that would be enough. You didn't have to book a hotel.
Rue, I'm the one who put our son in danger's way. Disowning my mother isn't enough. I have to leave the house.
No, stay. God forbid an intruder comes in. I'll feel safer if you stay.
Are you sure?
Yes, we'll still separate it technically. Don't pull any funny businesses.
I promise not to. Thank you.
Thanks again, Nancy. Tell your husband I said thanks to you, please. I sure will. Don't mention it. After you told me he was a bodybuilder at one time, I knew he'd come in handy. You told me you suspected she did something crazy, but I didn't expect that. I wish I could say that I was shocked. I only wanted you to bear witness. I figured she has something up her sleeve. The 3 of us should go to dinner tomorrow. My treat. I can't pass up free dinner. Great news. I'll text after my shift. See ya. My ex-mother-in-law will be serving 24 years in jail for attempted kidnapping, destruction of property, and blackmail. Me and John are friends to say the least, and my baby is beautiful and healthy. Me, Nancy, and her husband are good friends now, and I can rely on them whenever I need to.